locking. That's okay. Okay, I'm trying my microphone. If you would give me some feedback, that would be great. If you hear me or if I'm too loud. So let me know. Okay. Okay. There's a little delay in the broadcast, but it's okay. It's just like 2 or 3 seconds. That's fine. So if you would give me your feedback, if you can hear me, and I guess the cameras are okay because I can see myself. Oh, wonderful. Yay. Thanks for the feedback. Okay, and you should be able to... Let me see. There is a little delay, but that's okay. Anyways. So if the music or me are getting too loud, you will just let me know. And also with the camera, because it turns off, as you know, on a regular basis. Okay, let me switch the camera again because I want to go in front of this one. And I will also show you, like always, a little more detailed what I'm working on. You know, like, where is it? This one. So I can zoom it in and go to the right spot, you know? Okay. So this is, as you know, my big triptych. Let's see. And if you work on a big painting like that, the challenge is at one point to bring the different elements together. So I'm trying to do this today, and at least I'm going to start doing it. It's going to be a longer process, but the goal is, and I will talk about it a little bit more, to either with a common background, doesn't matter if it's abstract, if it's something real, or with color, creating those moments in the painting where the focus shifts and everything else just plays in to this moment or to this area. And I'm not sure, that's not too much in the way. So I tried to set up my camera in a way that I have the whole triptych on it. And I am trying to work my way through from all kinds of sides to this area, which I think I don't want to have it in the middle, but a little off. And I want to create something darker here so that it all leads more or less to this, I don't want to say exciting, but dramatic point. Maybe even like a black hole. And I want to add more color, which doesn't mean I want to have it colorful or, yeah, not like 100 different colors, but stronger color in some areas, and then I want to push some areas back. Yeah, create this focal point. Excuse me, I have allergies. It's so dry here. I had that last live stream already, and I have to get my water close. And so I want to push some figures back, some out. Yeah, we'll see how this all plays out, and there will be, I'm sure, along the way, more figures on there. But that just happens, okay? And also at the very end, I might add some elements that are helpful to keep the painting working. So yeah, having said that, I'm just looking at my brushes at this moment. I painted a lot the last couple of days, and like I always do, but extremely a lot. So I didn't clean my tools well because I knew I would stop and go back into it pretty fast. So let me see if I can clean up a little more here. Yeah, I don't know. For those of you who are not familiar with the triptych that much, and who want to know a little more about it, it's how I see the role of women, or the women in the world, and with also certain agreements. Agreements, I mean things that we just take for granted, and for generations we hear our moms and grandmas say something and we just take it on. And I want to show that we don't have to just take on everything. I mean, the whole movement, yeah, I could say the women's movements everywhere, but it starts actually with yourself, accepting yourself for who you are, and distancing yourself from those agreements that don't really make sense or you don't need. Anyways, so that's what this is about. But enough talk for now. But while I'm cleaning this, I want to tell you that I am adding something on my Patreon. I'm adding a podcast, but first I wanted to talk to other artists, but I decided not to. There are great people, John Dalton, who does it, and some other people on Patreon who follow that, pattern. But I want to actually bring some artists close to you that I grew up with, more or less, or being exposed to their work coming from Germany, and it had a very big impact to what I'm doing now, unconsciously, and some others I'm picking up again, and looking at their work again, and question actually what I liked about their work, and trying to get that sense back. It's kind of interesting when you grow up in Europe, then you come to the States and you take on certain, I don't want to say styles, but certain parts that a culture or a society tells you, hey, when we paint here, we do it this way, or this is valued. and not so much another kind of art or so. So it's very interesting. I have this dialogue within myself, and it's interesting. Sometimes it's very confusing. And I just want to go back to what first attracted me to art when I grew up in Europe, and yeah, and what influenced me. So I think I will go and pick artists that are maybe not well known to you, but me growing up, they played a big role in our house. My parents were art lovers. Oh my gosh, I think I'm talking too much today. Yes, so let's get started. All right. So I got my liquid, I got my mineral spirit, I got my Chelsea studio stuff. All right. Let me just evaluate again. Maybe I turn the music louder a little. If you have questions or if you want to see something more close up, technical questions or well, art questions in general, just text it, and on a regular basis I'm going to check. All right. Might have to get this out of the way a little, so that you can still see it, but that I don't, or maybe here. See, it's already starting to fall apart. Okay, that's better, I think. Yeah. I think I want to continue this blue feeling that is actually already everywhere, but I want to connect it, and it can change into different shapes, into different values of the blue. Yeah. Okay. Just checking if, yeah, good. I don't have the mirror image. Do I have the mirror image? White cheek? No, it's good. Just double checking. Okay, I gotta use my funny tool. Yeah, let's use that one. A good friend of mine, a very good friend of mine, he's a woodworker, and he did this extension for me, but I have to ask him to make a bigger extension of my brush, because otherwise I lose control of the large size of this painting, and I don't want to doodle around in one spot. Kind of funny, but it works. Just my husband is probably going to wonder where his panels went. Okay. Don't want to put in detail. This is just for the sake of direction of your lines, you know. And I consider this my workout. I'm going to go to bigger brush in a second. At this point, I'm not giving you the smaller view because I would have to change it the whole time. You know, when you stretch your painting afterwards, I mean, like I do it a lot, then I can make more corrections with the composition by cropping it right at the right spot. But here I cannot change so much. I decided for this size early on. Oh, there are some questions, just real quick. Yeah, there are all kinds of extensions that you can have. My friend used a separate kind of wood, and he put a hole in it so that I could actually see or put the brush in there. I can't find it right now to show you. It's here somewhere, but it's not quite as long. So I need a really long one for this big one. This is too... Don't want to go into the painting, I mean the people so much right now. I really want to have the connection first, and then I'll see much more in it in a little bit. Yeah, of course, Käthe Kollwitz is a big one, and Paula Modersohn-Becker, but also those artist colonies that to be honest, they existed in Europe a lot, those colonies, and it's a little different. There are good schools here in the US, and also schools, artist schools, old artist schools. And the one community that I can think of is here in Taos. In New Mexico. The interesting part, of course I'm a little biased because I am European, I understand a little differently, because if you look at history, why they chose that. Not just because they wanted to create something together, but sometimes it was because they were, like in Monte Verita in Switzerland, there was this big movement, the Monte Verita community, can you call it that? And they tried to be totally free. I mean, they lived it already. So it wasn't just in the art, it was in poetry, in performing, in all kinds of disciplines, like in Germany or in French, in Europe in general, you would say les beaux-arts. They were all connected. And it was more the lifestyle. Also Bauhaus. I mean, oh my gosh, don't get me started. Okay, another day. Now back to that painting here. And at this point, I don't really care. And if it goes over a person, I'll deal with it. But this is for the sake of bringing it together. And it's usually better if you don't see the little areas. Let's get this one. So I don't know how many live streams I need. Oh, see the camera, yay. But it's good that you still hear me, I hope. Okay. Should be up and running. Oh. Okay. Let me check something. So I put it on manual focus for a reason. Because I'm moving in front, it will change focus all the time. But I want you to focus on the painting more than on me. Yeah, I think that was pretty good. So gotta mix some darks. Yeah, so sorry about the blackout. And I will also take this a little closer. Okay, this is not what I wanted. Thank you, Cooper, though. All right. I think let's work on this area a little more now, since I want to create the space here. Yeah, let's do this. Oh my gosh. If I could just paint, I swear I need a assistant. One more. And then I got it. Yes. So, here. Yeah, I really hope you will enjoy those plant podcasts, and I will start this month. It's so fun with the oil, so very different from the acrylics, because you can just scrape that little thin skin off and still use the paint. In acrylics, if it's gone, it's gone. But is it really bigger? Okay. Yeah. And even though this is black, of course I could put some, I could revitalize it, I want to say, by just putting a little mineral spirit. You could have a mixture of linseed oil and that, but look how fresh this black looks. And it's a little irritating when I put the dark black on, that I think this is gray, but it's not. It will dry to the same. So this is just a little indication of a hand. It's not the perfect hand yet. But, so like a placeholder, like I always do. It's a little far out. So, that's good enough. No. This is too, for me, too detailed. I don't know how to say it. It's actually, don't want to show that much. Yeah. So. maybe I'm able to get this a little closer and more to the bottom actually. Yeah. I don't really know where it's going. I had her hand here, but psh, too predictable. So just something here that could be her hand. That is good enough for me right now. And I'd rather create this here. Also her shoulder. Not so important. Her arm. Ah, I realize you don't see what I'm doing. Okay, I think I should switch from this and get it the other way. Does that work? Ooh, sorry. And then I get it bigger again. And then I turn around this. Oh, I get rid of this one right now. Maybe, let's see. Yeah, because this area here is a little more important at this point. There you go. That's what I wanted. Sorry. So here you still see the whole painting. And maybe I set it right here. Okay. Good. Yeah, we still have some time. It's good. meant to have more red or orange on it. Okay. Yeah, it's a little hard today because I see a detail and I want to work on it, but I want you guys to also see the whole painting, how I'm pulling it together. So I think after this hand, but I needed it somehow. I think it's an important element in it as well, and so wanted to put it in. Ah. Okay. Oh, just rather purple. Okay, that's enough for now. So I don't know if you see the hand well enough, but now it's more visible. And the reason why I thought I needed it more detailed right now, or more visible, is it might play a role in what's happening here. Maybe pulling something, you know. And then I want to create this momentum here. Yes, I need some dripping to show the gap to what's happening. I'm pretty sure sometimes it doesn't make sense what I'm saying to you guys, but if you watch me a lot, it might make more sense. I can't explain it sometimes. It's just in my head, or I see something that makes sense. And I see, where am I? Don't want to have it in the middle. See, that's why you have to get the big picture. Yeah, I think I can put this gap of interest there. I know I'm probably out of the picture. You see me on the other one, hopefully. Okay, let me pull this a little closer. So, yeah, I think, I don't know if you see that, but what I'm trying to do is I'm pulling the left side towards the middle panel. And again, if I would refresh this, it would be darker. So I always have to think what's happening there, because I don't need to put that much black over it again. It will be, and then when you put the varnish on, then the black comes out again, hopefully. And it doesn't have to stay that dark, because I actually want to have lots of areas very light in the painting, or muted light. Maybe I can pull this side closer. Okay, a little closer. I totally changed that face. It had an open mouth here. I don't know if you still remember. And but when I looked at it, this is more the profile. You know, the longer I work on a painting, the mood changes within the painting. And back then it needed this cry almost. So right now it doesn't. Oh, that's too high. And you just have to allow it, or I want to allow the painting to live. And sometimes it finishes, certain areas finishes themselves, and I like that. So you include the painting into the process in a way. Don't know if that makes sense. Don't want it to go too far. Yeah. Black. So I will post also a recording of as I continue, which might not be all the live events, but yeah. Ah, see, one camera is blank again. Huh. Oopsie. So I think I want to come to, not really an end, but just for today, let's look at this area a little more, and there's a glare. Let me see, because I want to get this line in. Oh yeah, this is not bad. Okay. So I really want to, I adjusted this line. It was getting, I want more round. I wanted to have this more drama here, but I also wasn't sure where her arm is. And I decided I don't care where her arm is. It's not about the arm. And with those pieces, you cannot always make sense of every single person, because then it becomes also something I don't want to create. It's more an illustration. Nothing against illustrations. I am an illustrator too. I did a couple of books, but it's not the purpose of this painting. This painting is about getting a sense across, a sense of something. Yeah. Sense of community, a sense of togetherness. So if you have a whole bunch of people in one spot, you don't look at, okay, where's his arm going? You don't do that. So that's what I want to create. I don't know if the glare is bad. Oh, it's okay. Yeah, this is like, I have to do a lot here. And even sweating under those gloves. Okay, one more thing, and I think I will wrap it up for today. Let's see. Ooh, it's dramatic, the music. No, it's too high. Yeah. Okay, and so on, step by step. Where am I with the camera? Here, yay. So I thank you for watching, and there's more to come, as you can see. And I will post about the first podcast. I am planning to do it for this month. And I have the feeling, though, it's going to be towards the end, because we have another live stream. And I wanted to draw, but not really a detailed like figure drawing, but I want to draw rather on a bigger piece of paper and yeah, get a little more bold. Okay, thanks again. Love you guys, and thank you so much for your support. I really appreciate it, and you don't even know. Yeah, so I keep you posted. Okay, bye.